Today I did a 3-card spread. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the 8 of Swords in reverse, and the Ace of Cups. The thing we need to watch out for is the 7 of Wands, the High Priestess in reverse, trauma bonds, and get effed in reverse, with the Death being the overall energy. Right off the bat, the Knight of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles, he's the one who comes up with the idea. He comes up with something that he wants to do, that he wants to build and create, that's going to be successful for him, that's going to bring him abundance in whatever form, usually monetarily, but whatever form, it's important for him. With the Knight of Pentacles, he is already taking the steps. The idea has already been created. Now it's about working hard towards becoming the queen. You know, he's also the slowest moving knight, so whatever you're putting energy in may feel like it's not really, nothing much is coming from it. But just keep working hard on it, because the next card after that is the Wheel of Fortune. And that is karma, that is reaping what you sow, that's all the good that you've been putting out, all the hard work you've been putting out, this is it coming back in return. With the 8 of Swords in the reverse being the final card, you're coming out of this victim mentality of keeping yourself trapped. In the upright, you can see that there's this gummy bear and he's got all these swords around him. Swords is about the mental energy. And notice that he's blindfolded, but you see how he's tied up right here, but it's very loose. Like if he really wanted to, he could easily pull his arms out of that and pull the blindfold off. He's choosing to keep himself stuck. In the reverse, that means that you're pulling yourself out of that you're not keeping yourself stuck anymore. We have the Ace of Cups, which it could speak to new love, but I personally don't use it for that. The Ace of Cups, to me, that's when you're really pouring into yourself. That's when you are taking your idea, your goals, your aspirations, and you're pouring all of your energy, resources into that. You're doing what you love, your creative passions, what brings you joy. You're truly just focused on loving and caring for yourself. And you see how with the cup, it's got the water also coming out and it's pouring into the water down here. That means that not only do you have enough self-love for yourself and you're pouring into yourself, but you actually have an abundance of it and you're able to pour it out and share it with others. You know, helping your relationships to grow and flourish. Right now you're being warned about the 7 of Wands and the High Priestess in reverse. The 7 of Wands, that is the defensiveness card. That is taking things personally, not really picking your battles wisely. That's just going in full force, ready to whack everybody. And you may feel like everybody's coming at you. If that's the case, ignore it. It's all noise. Unless you physically have somebody in your face wanting to fight you, there's no need to get involved in anything that's not making you happy, that's not putting you towards your goals and your aspirations, because this is nonsense. All of this is nonsense, and we don't focus on nonsense over here. With the High Priestess being in the reverse, in the upright, it's got the black and the white, which shows duality. That's, the High Priestess is very in tune with not only her light side, but also her dark side. She's got this crescent moon here, which means that she's really, really taking in that energy of the moon and using the shadow and the light aspects of herself to guide. She's really trusting her gut. In the reverse, it's saying that right now your intuition could probably either be off or you're choosing not to listen to it. Your gut feelings may even be exaggerated into something that it's really not. So right now it's really saying you need to be in this energy. Not trusting yourself and fighting all these people is not going to get you anywhere. With the overall energy being the Death, that is change, that is transformation, that is letting go of all the old and only letting in the new. As you can see the death here, he's kind of standing on this dead body of a gummy bear. It's kind of sad, but you know, he squished the king. But notice the queen here, she's a little shocked, but she's kind of opened her hands out like she's welcoming it. Like she's like, thank goodness she squished him. But it's just speaking to, as scary as it seems, it's really not that scary. Because if you notice here on the mountain, you can kind of see the sun peeking out. That means that there's light at the end of the tunnel. You know, whatever is ending or whatever is transforming, it's for the good. It's for the positive. Right now you have trauma bond. So the trauma bond, I hate this card. I feel like it's one of those ones that likes to come after me. Trauma bond. It says, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that person is not your twin flame. Get out while you can. This is codependency at its most toxic. You may find comfort in old familiar wounds, but resist the temptation to make connections rooted in things that no longer serve you or support your healing. And with the get effed, it says, I'm disgusted with the way you act. Get away, get lost. So right now, you're probably really grossed out by somebody. You know, their entire being is probably disgusting to you. And that's okay. You're allowed that. But in the reverse, it's saying, like, let go of that. Like, yeah, they did what they did. They said what they said. They acted in a way that was unforgivable. But that's not your problem. That's not your responsibility to take that on as your own. If somebody's being a crap person, let them go and be a crap person. You know, keeping yourself trapped in a trauma bond with somebody who makes you feel just awful all the time and like you don't even want to be here anymore, that is not somebody you want to be around. That is a trauma bond. If you end up breaking up with somebody and you realize like, oh, I'm missing them, I don't know why things turned out the way they did. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You know exactly why it turned out the way you did, and the way it did. And you know exactly why you're missing them. It's because of a trauma bond. It's because inside you have wounds that you have not healed. And instead of healing them, you're latching onto this person and using them as the scapegoat to things that you have not healed inside yourself. So stop doing that. It's going to be a great day. I mean, you got your creative idea going for you. You know, you got this Wheel of Fortune card coming in, and like that in itself, like there's so much positives to look forward to than focusing on people that just make you feel blue. Good luck.